Okay, so over the course of the last 24 hours, there's been this really interesting rumor floating its way through the internet. Is YouTube going to be abandoning YouTube premium original shows and walking away from it entirely? And now, first, sources close to the situation, right, told Bloomberg, yes, this is totally happening. Google and YouTube have stopped accepting submissions for new shows. They're going to be shutting everything down, and they're not going to be going up against Netflix and Apple TV and everybody else, which ultimately makes a lot of sense because YouTube is not Netflix. It's not Apple TV. It's not Hulu or Amazon Instant or Disney Plus or DC Universe or whatever, CBS All Access. It's none of those things. It is its own entity. And a lot of content creators, myself included, don't want to see YouTube go down that path because it feels antithetical to their core concept. But at the same time, YouTube is a multi-billion-dollar business that is always looking for ways to expand. YouTube TV is a reality that apparently is pretty good. My dad has it and really, really, really likes it. And he's on crappy-ass DSL. And it works well for him, you know? So it's one of those things where it's like, maybe this could work. Maybe this could be a reality. But YouTube Original has always been tough. YouTube Original has always been tough. And the reason why is because they relied on YouTube stars to sell YouTube Original content. And they were doing this for the first couple of years. You have Scare PewDiePie. What was that one? Survive the Night. You had a few other shows pop up here and there. Logan Paul's The Thinning, and The Thinning 2, no one gives a shit that this movie exists, but we have to release it anyway because we're under contract. That's the full title, by the way. And other than that, you've got Cobra Kai, which is kind of the standout hit from everything. That was the first one to kind of bridge over into normie territory. Cobra Kai season 2 drops here in April. You've got Wayne, which is from Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, the guys who behind Deadpool. Apparently that's pretty good. You've got Impulse, which is kind of a take on the Jumper movie series or that book series or whatever in that universe, so to speak. So there have been shows that they've made. Weird City came out. And no one talked about it. Apparently it wasn't very good. But that's the big problem here. When you talk about these programs with YouTube Original, you pretty much only know Cobra Kai and maybe Scare PewDiePie only because it got canceled in season 2 because PewDiePie made an oopsie, you know, like maybe there's that. Maybe that's the problem here is they weren't ever able to fully breach it. YouTube gets 1.5 billion people using it every single month. Every single month, 1.5 billion unique people. That is more than any other network combined. I mean, a lot of YouTubers pull in more of an audience than cable television at its height. You know what I mean? Like there is such an audience out there for this type of content that they should be able to market it, and they aren't able to because the millennial audience that would watch this kind of stuff doesn't want it behind a damn paywall. So YouTube, as a way to get around that, is now getting rid of that paywall for its original content. It's going to be ad supported, and they're going to have ad breaks in there, but people are going to be able to watch all season 2 of Cobra Kai right away. They're going to be able to watch it without having a YouTube premium membership. Now, the YouTube premium membership is a great thing. I have it. It's $10 a month. I kind of got grandfathered in, and there's a lot of great things that come with it. And that's what YouTube has wanted YouTube stars to push as being the reason why you need to get YouTube, premium to get access to the original shows. The way I like YouTube premium is that it allows me to then make sure that people that I watch do get a little bit of something as YouTube continues to tighten its grasp on what content is allowed to run ads on it. And it's a very big problem. But what we're seeing here, at least by this rumor that YouTube has now come out, by the way, and utterly denied, saying, no, we're not going anywhere. We're still making content. I think the sources might have a little bit more. I think there might be a little bit of truth there based upon the current state of affairs with YouTube original content. Like I said, when you go away from being a paywall content that is supported by the fans who want to pay the $10 a month in order to go into this kind of stuff, and you go to ad-based content, there is a problem in Denmark. Something is rotten there, and you need to go and sniff it out. So I do think that there's ultimately something here that is a problem with YouTube Originals. Additionally, I also think that what we're dealing with here is an experiment. If the YouTube Original shows don't do well, like don't do gangbusters, when they go free to watch with ad breaks, then it's going to basically spell the end for all of that content. Because why continuously pay out the money for these high quality premium shows with, A-lister backing talent when you couldn't even get the YouTubers who are on the platform constantly to produce any bit of the same results? So that's the way I view it, is this is the last stand for YouTube original content. They say that everything is fine. It's not. It's not. It's clearly what they're telling you. But don't worry, when we find out more, I'll definitely be covering it. But I do want to know, do you guys watch YouTube content, the originals, at all? Have you sat down and paid for the premium in order to see it? If so, what's your favorite show? What do you recommend? Or do you just not care because it doesn't interest you at all? And now that it's going to be going free with ad breaks, does that actually make you want to sit down and engage with it? I am very curious to know here, because ultimately no one is really talking about the impact of YouTube originals on the YouTube ecosystem from an audience-based perspective. And I think that's because not a lot of people out there get YouTube Premium, and that ultimately ends up hurting the reach of those shows. So let me know in the comments. I am very curious to know your thoughts. I'll talk to you guys later.